let's talk about how to step into that expansive energy now that we're releasing some of this other stuff, right? How do we do this on purpose? And why do we even want to? Why? Because the law of attraction never sleeps, not even when you do. You are always magnetizing your tomorrow's experience through the energy in which you're embodying. So raising your vibration makes accessible to you higher vibrational experiences. Settling into lower vibe patterns manifests more of the same. It's important to, keep management of your vibrational frequency, how you're feeling, what kinds of things you're thinking and participating with, and all of this collectively adds to your energetic signature. And so when we say like your vibration, that's like how you're feeling energetically and what you're sending out to the universe, where you're functioning from. So lower vibe energies are challenging, right? Moods and experiences, lower vibe stuff is like anger and fear and shame. Those are lower vibe, more dense, harder to manage, heavier energies, right? High vibe is in essence the absence of all of that. Right? So that leads me right into the very first tip that I have here for us is stop participating with lower vibe activities or being connected with anything that makes you feel lower vibe. That's the easiest way to raise your vibration, is to start recognizing how things, how activities, connections, relationships, obligations, tasks, things that you're involved in, people you're involved with, how those affect you. And if it brings you down, it's lowering your vibe. If it boosts you up, it's raising your vibe. That's the quickest way. That's the quickest way to raise your vibration, is to recognize what's bringing you down, what's not good for you, what makes you feel low or has a negative impact on your life, your health, yourself, your self-worth. All of those things play a role in your energy management, your vibrational frequency. So removing those things that make you feel bad automatically by proxy raises your vibration. The second thing here that I would like to share with you as far as tips to raise your vibrational frequency would be to go out into nature. The earth is a sentient being. She is an archangelic healing frequency. And going out into the natural scape of nature and earth will help you to feel more grounded, will help you to feel more at peace, will help you to release energetically what's not resonant. That's what causes the low vibe dissonance, okay? And Mother Earth can take that from you. We all have grounding cords that connect us to the core of Mother Earth, just like gravity always keeps us here. So your grounding cords can receive all the lower vibe energies that are ready to be let go of, that are not serving your greatest and highest good. So when you go out into nature, you automatically attune with the healing frequencies of Mother Earth. So that is another way to raise your vibrational frequency. So you raise your vibe, you connect with Mother Earth, and you attune with the high vibe energy of nature. Now, some people might say, oh, Heidi, I'm out in nature all the time. My job is outdoors, right? I'm always out there. Well, that's not the same as enjoying nature. Okay, to raise your vibe on purpose. That's not the same thing, because you're at work, you're doing work things, you're not focused on really embracing the ambient nature that is around you. Okay, so although if you're out in nature working a lot, you might be very grounded, but that doesn't necessarily mean that the appreciation aspect is there for it to raise your vibe. You see what I mean? Because are you really looking? Do you really care? Or are you focused on your job? And in fact, if you work outdoors, that can desensitize you from the awesome power of nature. If you're always out all the time, you're not really paying attention. So start paying attention. Also, I have a number 2. Pets are very high vibe animal companions, that goes hand in hand with nature. Very natural, very wholesome, very high vibe. Not all pets, but many of our animal companions or the outdoor animals in nature, very high vibe. So if you're able to spend that time and it boosts your vibe, like that's what I'm saying. Not all pets. I mean, if you got to babysit your grandma's dog and you don't care for the dog, that's not going to raise your vibe. Okay. But if you love spending time with that animal, or you have a bond with that animal, it can definitely raise your vibe very quickly. Now, the third one that I have here listed is music. Music moves the soul, and it is unique to the individual as to what works for you, right? I can't put my playlist on and it raises your vibe. I mean, it might, but it might not necessarily, right? Because my music raises my vibe. My music is right for me. And even in that capacity, it might change depending on how I'm feeling. Because if I'm in this kind of a mood, I'm not trying to listen to this kind of music, right? I'm going to meet myself where I'm at with my music and allow my music to maybe sway my mood or shift my vibe. I mean, hey, sometimes you can meet here and here. Especially if you need to, you can do this. Tell me you can't. Is there not a song on your playlist or in your memory banks here that when that song comes on, you can't help it? It makes you smile. You can't help it. It warms your heart. You can't help it. It makes you want to dance. And suddenly you're in a whole different energetic state of being. Am I right? And that's your song. Your song. And nobody can say, oh, that's not a high vibe song. If it raises your vibe, it is a high vibe song for you. Spirit suggests right now to create a playlist of high vibe songs that you know you can jump to when times get challenging. And those are the ones that always perk you up, that always boost you energetically, that are there for you in the way that you need. Make that playlist and then be the aware, empowered adult that you are, and listen to it if you need to. Listen to it if you need to, so that you have management over your vibrational frequency. You get to control how you want to feel. You get to be in states of being that are to your liking and preference. And sometimes music can get us there very quickly, very quickly. So allow yourself to use that if that's something that works for you. The fourth one on my list that I have here for us today would be meditation. Meditation is a wonderful way to raise your vibrational frequency. Now, many people say, Heidi, I can't meditate. I don't know how. It doesn't work for me, right? It's called a practice for a reason, because you got to keep practicing before you figure it out, right? You got to keep practicing to get better at it, to become more developed. That is why it's called a practice. The only person who can't meditate is the person who quits. Spirit wants me to say that right now. The only person who can't meditate is the person who doesn't try. Even if you fall asleep, sometimes we fall asleep, especially when meditation is new, when you're just starting out. You're playing with the brain wave frequencies. You're softening your brain. You're relaxing your body, and you're snoozing, right? That is so common. Let me tell you what, that means you might be doing something right. When we relax into the energy of meditation and we allow our body to relax as well, you're connecting with the high vibe energy of spirit, the high vibe energy of higher self, right? So it raises your vibe. Now listen, when your human 3D consciousness and physical body has yet to withstand such an awesome magnitude of high vibe potent energy, when you have yet to experience that, boom, it knocks you out. It puts you to sleep. So if you're somebody who tries to meditate and falls asleep, you're connecting, but the energy is so high vibe that it puts you to sleep. It really can knock you out. It can do this to animals as well. So recognize that even during those times when you fall asleep and you think nothing's happened, you are being attuned to withstand that frequency. Continue, even if you meditate yourself right off to sleep. Eventually, your energy will be at a place where you will stay awake and you can withstand that hypnagogic, groggy state without actually zonking out. Okay, so keep trying. Even if you fall asleep, that is attuning you to withstand the energy necessary to have the amazing, fantastical, blissful experiences that you've heard others speak about. They are there for you as well, as long as you don't give up. Keep trying. They might look a little different than others, but that's because we're all unique. And so our meditation experiences are equally as unique, although there might be some common themes. So I want to say to be open and relaxed and allow it to be whatever it may be. Going in with an intention like raising your vibration is great. I need to say that the high vibe energy of spirit is just that. The divine is so high vibrational that simply deciding to sit in the energy of God, in the energy of higher power, source, spirit, whoever this is for you, deciding to sit with the angels, also very mega high vibe energy, and allowing that to just be. Even if you think nothing happens, even if you don't notice anything at all, but you just decided to sit in the energy of God just because, instead of watching Netflix or going to get a cheeseburger, you sat in the energy of God, to allow that to change your vibration. And it does. The more time you spend in those meditation experiences, the more deep your intimate bond becomes with the divine. So that is also another way to raise your vibrational frequency, to raise your vibe. And I'm going to give you the final one here. The final and fifth way to raise your vibe. I'm going to give you a technique. We're going to do it together here. We're going to do it together. Are you ready for this? Okay. This is called the happy place. I teach my students this. It's called the happy place. We're going to do it together here. So notice how you feel in this moment right now, just as you sit. Maybe you've got stress, maybe you don't. Whatever the case is, you are in your natural state of being in this moment with me, okay? So recognize how your body feels. Recognize what's going on exactly, or a lack of that. Maybe not much is going on, okay? Your body feels pretty normal. If you've got a pain here or there, that's understandable. However, I want you to bring your awareness down into your heart center. So close your eyes if you can do so safely. Turn inward and bring your awareness right down into your heart center. Just be there. Be present in your heart. Breathe deeply in through your nose and a long, slow out through your lips as you enhance the energy in your heart center, in your heart space. Allow yourself to settle in there and have that open energy there. Just you in your heart space. Notice how your body feels, kind of normal, like nothing's going on maybe. And I want you to conjure a memory. Conjure a memory that is so emotionally deep and moving that you know it fills you with joy. Think of a loved one, maybe a shared experience, maybe the time you won the lotto. Whatever this happy place is, this is a happy memory. I want you to plug it in. Or maybe you're going to create something. Maybe this isn't exactly what happened, but when I do this, or when I'm with my loved ones, or when this is going on, I am vibrant. Bring that in. Bring in that happy memory. Allow it to flood you with positive feelings. Lean more deeply into this. Embrace the swell of positivity in your heart center. Allow it to overflow. Allow it to make both your heart and your face smile. Be with that memory. Allow it to be real in this moment, because your body does not know the difference between a memory and what's really happening. Give that to yourself. Give that to yourself. And notice how your body receives this. How do you feel now? Earmark that shift between ho-hum regular muggle life and this beautiful embrace of your happy place and all of the energies that it has to offer you. You can go to this happy place at any time. You can create and conjure this memory or this experience within yourself at any time, and you can shift. You can let it move you, just as you've done with me today. It's all about being aware, considering it a possibility, and following through with that when you need to. See how easy it is to shift and raise your vibration? That's what you did. You went from regular old to feeling the bubbly excitement in your heart center of that happiness. That happiness that you have known, you have had. Sometimes it eludes us, but it's always there, always accessible, and you get to turn the key. So I would love to hear from you guys. You let me know how you experienced your happy place. Drop a comment. I'd love to hear how you experienced that, and which one of these or all of these 5 ways to raise your vibe do you use regularly, and do you do it on purpose? Is it something you go to, or you just happen to do it and it seems to work, or did you even not think about it? Maybe you haven't thought about it. I would love to hear about it. Let me know. Drop that down. I want to hear from you. I appreciate you guys tuning in with me today. This has been an amazing topic. This has been so much fun. And that's what I had as far as 5 ways to raise your vibration. And I love you guys. I hope you heard what you needed to hear. And I will see you all on the next one. Much love and many blessings, friends.